Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome back for another Pan Those Eyeshadows video. This is going to be my very first update. I will link my intro up in the cards over here, but this project was created by Alexi and I've structured mine in the way that I think it was Rebecca Morgan started it last year in 2019, where I randomize 5 eyeshadows for my entire collection to work on. So I have no idea which eyeshadows I'm going to be working on as I'm drawing them, and then my goal is going to be to hit pan on them, and this is a rolling project. Unfortunately, I don't have any pans to show you in today's update. One was so close. I've put off filming this video for 3 additional days trying to hit pan. It's that close and it just didn't happen, and it's supposed to go up today actually. So we'll see if I'm able to do that, but I wanted to share my progress so that things are accurate and we can do monthly updates on this project throughout the year. So this is what 1 month's worth of progress looks like on these eyeshadows. I do also have eyeshadows going in my whole collection project pan as well as my 20 in 2020, so these aren't the only shadows I'm working on, which definitely plays a role. But with all that said, I'm just going to show you my progress. I'm going to start with like the least amount of progress and then go up to the one that should have pan on it next time. So the palette I worked on the least was my NYX Ultimate Brights palette. In this particular project, it's the first shade, this shimmery red. I am going to insert a picture of what it looked like in the intro. And then here is what it looks like now after only 2 uses. So I'm sure it looks pretty much the same. I did do a blue and red look with these 2 shades here. This one, the blue, is in my whole collection project pan and the red is in this Pan Those Eyeshadows project, and I had a lot of fun creating that look. It was something a little different, and actually that was like Wyatt choosing my makeup. He chose what colors to use and I had a lot of fun creating that, and you guys seem to like it over on my Instagram. But yes, no pan, none of these have pan. Also used twice was the shade number 30 out of my BH Cosmetics Take Me Back to Brazil palette. I will insert a picture of what it looked like in the intro and then what it looks like now. It is this green shimmery shade here. Again, I only used it twice, but because the shadow is so small and needs to be built up quite a bit, there is a tiny bit of a dip starting to form, whereas this one I used twice as well, but it looks exactly the same. So I don't think it would take too much dedication from me to hit pan in this shade. I've been really enjoying playing with the colors in this project. From my Alamar Cosmetics Reina del Caribe Volume 1 palette, I cannot speak Spanish at all. I am working on the shade El Malecón and I used it 5 times. This is what it looked like at the intro. And here is what it looks like now. So there's definitely a dip forming. Again, it's only been, I'll hold it over here so I can keep the pictures up. It's only been 5 uses, but there's definitely some wear happening on this shade. I am wearing it on my lids today. It's definitely a greeny gold, and when it's paired with just regular old brown neutrals, you can really kind of tell that it's green, but it's also still neutral enough to be incorporated in a lot of looks. And I've really enjoyed pairing these 2 greeny types of shades together. I will post a picture of a look I did using both of those. From my Sephora Pro Warm palette, I'm working on shade 15, which is called Hazelnut, and here is what it looked like in the intro. And here is what it looks like now. So there is a small dip forming, but nothing too significant. I have used this 7 times over the last month. This is a shade I can easily work into almost every look. I've been using it as a transition shade though I haven't been incorporating it in every look, obviously, if I've only used it 7 times. So definitely need to get it together with that one. And I feel like these shades have quite a lot of product in them. 1.2 grams per shadow. That's pretty significant, I think. These eyeshadows in the NYX palette have 0.83 grams per shadow, and these have 1.2 grams per shadow, and this took me 30 uses to pan one of the shades, so I think this is going to be like a 50 plus uses type of eyeshadow for me. And lastly, the eyeshadow I've worked on the most and has the most progress to share with you comes from my e.l.f. Mad for Matte palette. So I'm going to insert a picture of what it looked like in the intro. It still looked pretty new, and this is what it looks like now. So I've been mainly using this in my eyebrows, which is why it is going so deep and in such a small area. But that's not the only way I've been using it. I haven't just been digging down in there. I've been using it to darken my outer V, which I did today and have done quite a bit, especially over the last week. When I saw how significant the dip, when I saw how significant the dip was getting, I was really focusing on it. I was still using some bigger brushes to get so I could blend and stuff when I'm using it on my eyes. But my eyebrow brush definitely does kind of dig in there a little bit more. Every time I use it, I swear that pan must be so close, but I have not been able to hit pan yet. But my luck, it will be tomorrow, but I really want to film these updates and have them go up like exactly 1 month's use. I did use this 13 times. Which is almost every time I've done my makeup this month. This has been in my brows. It's in my brows today as well as my outer corner. I've been enjoying using it in that way, and it's allowing me to get a lot of use out of it. I was really surprised at how deep these pans are, but this one will definitely be rolling out in the next update. So in terms of goals, I don't have any usage goals or anything. The only goal I want to set for until the March update is to hit pan in the e.l.f. palette. I think that's completely doable. I'm going to have a brand new baby, so I don't want to say, I don't want to set any goals and set myself up for failure, but I think that this is the most feasible. So in the next update, there better be pan in this eyeshadow palette, and then we will be able to roll in a new shade. That's all I have to share with you today. If you enjoyed today's update, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Leave me some look inspiration down in the comments below. I have some greens and reds in here that I need some ideas on how to incorporate in more looks. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye!